Peace, everyone. This is Romello Skuggs from Undisputed Spit. Before we start the video, I need y'all to subscribe to the channel for the latest boxing content from us. I haven't been doing much content for the past 2 weeks. I had a personal issue that I had to deal with. I apologize for that, but now I'm back, back in full swing. It was some things, again, personally I had to deal with. So, but now I'm back in full swing. Now I'm back to doing the things that I love, as in dropping boxing content and giving y'all my opinions and what's going on. So, but it was a few things that I've been paying attention to while I was away. First, I want to start with the Mikey Garcia retirement. He was 40-2. I was pretty shocked at that one. To be honest, he wasn't the same when he went up in 15 pounds up to fight Errol Spence at 147. I thought he was rising at 135. He beat Adrian Bronner. He beat Jesse Vargas after he lost to Errol Spence. I think mentally he just wasn't the same when he lost to Errol Spence, and that was very dangerous of a fight. I knew he was going to lose that one, but he got dominated and it messed up his psyche. I think he wasn't the same. I know he beat Vargas right after Errol Spence, but then he fought Sandra Martin or Sandra Martin, however you want to pronounce his name. He lost pretty badly at that fight. He just wasn't the same as he was when he was a rising star in the lightweight division. I think it was the biggest mistake of his career, fighting 15 pounds up. He skipped 140. He just went straight to 147, and I thought that was a bad move. But I get it. It's the main division. I get it. You know, bosses got cojones. You know, they think they on top of the world. They could beat anybody. I respect it, but sometimes a smart decision get the more respect than your ego. So yeah, he was 40-2. He retired officially a week or two ago. Do I think he's a Hall of Famer? Not quite. I think he didn't do enough in the 135 division. Like I said, he was a rising star. He wasn't like a star already. So I thought he should have stayed at 135 because there's some sharks in 135, like the usual names, like Devin Haney. He's the undisputed champion right now. You got Tank Davis. You got Lomachenko. You got Ryan Garcia. You got a lot of sharks in that division, and I don't think he should have moved up so quickly. So, and you know, but what I think of his career, I think he had a solid career. I like some tools that Mikey Garcia carried, but I think it was just broken when he went to 147. But again, I want to wish him the best. I think he sees something outside the boxing that he want to attend to. So, ain't nothing wrong with that. Retiring at your own pace, at your own time, without being hurt, because usually boxers retire when they are officially broken down. So congrats to him. I hope he have a good life outside of boxing, after boxing. So that's my take on that. Also, I want to talk about the Danny Garcia fight with Jose Benavidez Jr. He's the brother of David Benavidez. Danny Garcia, this is his first fight at 154. This is very interesting. I've always said to myself about Danny Garcia, I think he's more fitting at 154 because he's flat-footed. He's too flat-footed for 147. And I think it's a lot of versatility in 147 with Spence and Bud and Boots now and Virgil Ortiz, and I think he lost all the big fights in 147 with Sean Porter and Keith Thurman. He lost all the big fights, and he lost to Spence. So I think 154. I think he's more fitting on 154 because 154, in my opinion, is not like the dazzling division as 147. So, but you do got Jermell Charlo, who got hella power. I mean, he's undisputed now. I think he needs to get his footing in 154, and Jose Benavidez is a good start. He haven't fought. I know he had a fight last year that he won the majority of this decision on. But before that, he haven't fought in 3 years. I know he got shot in the leg, but he lost to Bud Crawford in 140. So, but now they fight in 154. It's very interesting. I'm gonna pick Danny Garcia on this one, but I still want to see this fight because both of them is in 154, kind of like a first time. So I definitely want to see that. I'm really not a big fan of Jose Benavidez. He got a good power, but he's very sloppy. He's not like his brother. So yeah, I'm going with Danny Garcia in a unanimous decision on that fight. So, but I'm really gonna be watching that fight because Danny Garcia is in 154 now. He's not in 147 no more. And last but not least, I want to talk about the Canelo versus Triple G face-off. In the past, I did say I didn't want to see that fight. I still kind of don't. But the press conference and the face-off, when they was in Yankee Stadium, they don't like each other. And when two fighters don't like each other, that makes the fight good. But I probably would be more interested now that I was maybe 6 months to a year ago. But now I'm interested in it, so I want to see how it's gonna play out. I think Canelo will go for the knockout, to be honest. But I think Canelo is very vulnerable right now after he suffered his second loss against Bivol. I think he's more focused now. I think he's at his weight. I think he got over his head by going to 175 that he only fought once in. So, but I think Canelo's back at his game. That's my opinion. But anything can happen. It's boxing. So, but with that, with them two, they still don't like each other. There's no love lost. Yeah. So it's going to be a war. And I think Canelo's going to be more focused on this fight. But before I start off on this, I want to talk about the Errol Spence interview that I caught last night. Where he's watching, where he was at the fight last night with Frank Martin as he got his victory over Jackson Martinez. But he said the Bud Crawford and the Bud Crawford negotiations is going on right now. It's going to happen. I want it to happen. We all want it to happen. And frankly, I'm really tired of it. So I'm tired of the politics, and it's going to happen. And we in stage 4 and we in stage 3, 2, whatever. I'm tired of hearing about it. I want to see the signed contract between both fighters. I need that fight. We want that fight. There's so much content and so much ideas I want to talk about on that fight. And it needs to happen like yesterday. So yeah, they saying the right things, but we want the signed contract. We want to see it. I want to go. I'm not far from Vegas. It was in Vegas. I'm not far from it. I would drive up there if I have to see that fight because it's the most anticipated fight that's going on. This right now is the biggest fight right now that everybody wants to see. So I'm Romello Skuggs signing off. Tune in Tuesdays for new episodes. Tune in for Thursdays. If you follow me on Facebook, Instagram, check out the Thursdays flowers that I do to boxers in the past. I'm Romello Skuggs, signing off. Peace and blessings. One.